guys, this is probably one of my most requested videos and information, how to get approved for a Navy Federal credit card. And I'm going to let you know how you can get approved, even if you were denied, by asking them to do a reconsideration. I'm also going to let y'all know how you can ask for a higher credit limit and how you can get the maximum from that. So stay tuned. If you currently have a Navy Federal credit card or you're interested, let me know. What type of credit card do you want? Do you want one that gives you cash back rewards? Do you want one that gives you points towards travel and purchases? Or do you just want one where you can run up the limit? Comment below. Alrighty, you guys. So I'm going to put some information on the screen for you. First and foremost, you must have a Navy Federal account to get approved for their credit cards. If you need assistance getting a free Navy Federal account, and you are not a member of the military, I am going to link the information in the description on how you can get a free Navy Federal account with them. All you have to do is call in, use the information that I give you, and you can open a free account with them the same day. So let's get straight into the content. If you want to get approved for a Navy Federal credit card or credit card in general, minimally, you need to have a credit score that is at least a 600 or higher. That's number one. Number two, you cannot have any charge-off accounts, which is credit card debt, repossessions, personal loans, things of that nature. And lastly, you have to have minimal inquiries. Navy Federal pulls from TransUnion, so your TransUnion credit score needs to at least be at a 600 or higher, and you cannot have any charge-offs. Now, once you have met those requirements, if you're still wondering, like, I don't know if I'm going to get approved, no worries. They do have a pre-qualification link where you can put in your information, and they'll let you know which credit card you actually qualify for. So I'm going to put the pre-qualification link in the description. All you have to do is go into the description, click on that link, and put in your information. Now, when you do the pre-qualification, if they tell you you're only being approved for the secured credit card, then that means that your credit score isn't good enough, or it's something on your credit profile as to why you can't get approved for a regular credit card with them. So you're going to have to come back to the drawing board, see what's wrong so you can fix that. And don't forget, if you ever need help with disputing or removing information off your credit report, just use the link above. Join my class where I teach you how to dispute and remove negative accounts off of your credit report. Alright, so we know what the requirements were. Now we're going into our pre-qualification application. What should I put on my application? So I'm going to link a video here above so that you can see how to fill out your application. I suggest you do your credit card applications on the app. Once you sign up for Navy Federal, you can make an account, download the app. That's going to be your best thing. Now, it is best to do your applications after 11 p.m. because that is when the credit card department closes, which means it's just going to be something that's automated by the system and not necessarily a live person looking to see if there's something they should deny you for. So that is a tip. Make sure you do your application after 11 p.m. So you're going to pull up your app, and I'm looking at my app now, and you're going to go to My Applications. You're going to start a new application, and then you're going to click on the little icon that says credit cards. Once you do that, the credit card application is going to come up, and I'm showing y'all with the little video on the screen too what everything is going to look like. And then it gives you options on what cards that you can apply for. So we have the cash rewards card, which means you want to receive cash back for every purchase that you make with your credit card. So if at the end of the month you want to see actual cash back that you can use for yourself or go towards your credit card bill, then that is when you would get and apply for the cash rewards card. If you want the platinum card, it just has low rates. It's not really a lot of perks with that one. I don't really suggest you get that one. The Go Rewards card is going to be the one that gives you points. You get 3 times the points with restaurants, 2 times the point on gas, and then 1 times the point on everything else. So if you want to get points that can go towards you buying traveling tickets, buying gift cards, making purchases, then I would suggest you go for the Go Rewards credit card. The flagship card, that is going to be for our people who have really good and exceptional credit. You get the most points back on your purchases with the flagship card. So if you have great credit, go for the flagship. That one is the one that does have an annual fee of $49. The rest of them don't. So those are for our big hitters. And then last but not least is going to be the Navy Federal Amex credit card. So maybe you've tried to get an Amex card and they haven't approved you. The next step down from that is to just get the Amex credit card with Navy Federal. And this one is another one where you get points. So you get 3 times the points at the supermarket, which means when you're going to make purchases for your groceries, you can add points, 3 times the points with your grocery purchases, gas, restaurants, and then 1 point for everything else. So my top credit cards that I would suggest you get is going to be the American Express Navy Federal card, the Go Cash Rewards card, and then of course the flagship. So those are my top 3, and I've already explained on why you should get these based on what they offer with the perks. You decide on what perks you want the most, and that's the credit card that you go and apply for. So now we're going to click apply now, and it's just going to confirm your personal information. First thing it's going to do is tell us about your finances. It's going to ask you what your total income is. I suggest that you put your total income before taxes because that's going to be the highest income that you have. Another thing is, if you have a side business or a hustle that you do, you can actually add that into your annual income amount that you put on here. So if you make $50,000 at your job, but then you make another $5,000 to $10,000 from your side hustle or business, add that full amount in, because the more income that you make, the higher the limit that you will get approved for. So that would be my suggestion on the income part. If it asks your employment status, you are going to put privately employed. Even if you are a small business, you are still privately employed by your business, so don't put self-employed. Everybody should just put privately employed, because whether you work for a company or yourself, you're still privately employed. That way, you get an approval regardless of if you're a small business or not. Housing type. Put that you are renting and put your monthly payment is $0. Why do you put $0? If you put $0 on your application, then they won't take anything away from your income. So if you say you make $50,000 but you pay $2,000 a month in rent, they take that $24,000 out of the 50. So it brings how much you make down. So just put that you make $0, pay $0 on the rent part, and then it's gonna ask you for disclosure, all that type of stuff, and then you just select submit your application. So you've done your application, you've put it in. Either you're gonna get an immediate approval, or they're gonna let you know, hey, we're gonna have to let you know a response within 24 to 72 hours. That is no problem at all. If you do not get a response back from them, or if you get denied, no worries, because all you need to do is go on your app. There's this little inbox button, and I'll put it on the screen here as well. There's a little mail icon at the top right. If you did not get a response within 24 to 72 hours about your application, or you were denied, you are going to click the little message button, and you're going to start a new message, and I'm showing you here as well. You're going to say, I have a question about a new or recent application. What is your reason? You're going to click credit card, and then you're going to write out your message, and again, look on the screen. I would like for you to reconsider my application for the current credit card that I put in. I meet all of your requirements. Please do a reconsideration, and you're going to press send. Now you can call in to the reconsideration line over the phone and ask them to do the reconsideration over the phone, but if you do it on the app, you're going to get a response either way. Even if you got approved, you can ask them to reconsider and give you a higher credit limit just to see if they, will give you a boost up. So usually you'll get a good response if you were denied or if they have not applied to your credit card application. So that is definitely what I suggest you do to ensure that you get approved and to ensure that you get the highest limit possible. So you have gotten approved for your Navy Federal credit card. It's important for you to know you can only get 3 credit cards with them, so you have to choose wisely on what 3 you're going to get. Once you get your first credit card, let's say you got approved for $5,000 or, whatever. After 91 days, you must wait 91 days. You can apply for a new credit card with them, or you can ask for a credit limit increase. Now, most of their credit cards, the maximum that you can get is like 50,000, or some of them may be 20. If the max, it'll tell you at the bottom, the max you can ask for is X. If the max is 50, put 50. Why? Because they're gonna give you whatever amount they want to anyway. But you don't want to lowball yourself. So if the max is 20,000, ask for 20,000, because they may just boost you up to 8,000 or whatever. But every 91 days, you can either ask for a credit limit increase or apply for a new credit card. And when you apply for a new credit card, you usually get a higher limit than the first credit card that you got. So you won't have to worry about, getting a bunch of low limit credit cards with Navy Federal. They're super great. Every 91 days, apply for another credit card and get until you get your 3. And another thing, do not get more than 3 credit cards. As somebody who does credit repair, life happens, and the first thing people do is not pay their credit card bill. So do not go over 3 personal credit cards for any reason whatsoever. If you currently have 3 or more, you only need to ask for a credit limit increase on the current ones you have. You do not need to apply for new ones, because that is just more bills that you have to worry about. Alrighty, so that concludes on how you can get approved for a Navy Federal credit card, how to ask for a reconsideration if you were denied, and also how you can ask for a credit limit increase. So everything you could wonder about getting a credit card approval, I pretty much went over with you guys on this video. I hope y'all liked it. Comment below any other questions that you might have for me about the credit card application process, and I'll see y'all next time. Thank you again for hanging with me here at Rose Credit Repair. And don't forget, like, subscribe, comment below if you have any credit questions. I'm going to be answering them myself in the comments. So you know what to do. Until next time.